असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्वी नावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Good evening. Nice weather. So you all have got this prayer book, I think, yes? You have brought it? Yeah, please see page number 35. What is the topic given there? Concentration, right? You're all students. Very important topic for you. Let us see what Swamiji has got to say on concentration. Whenever I use the word Swamiji, you need to understand that I'm referring to Swami Vivekananda, yes. The world is ready to give up its secrets if we only know how to give it the necessary blow. The strength and force of the blow come through concentration. There is no limit to the power of the human mind. The more concentrated it is, the more power is brought to bear on one point. That is the secret. There is no limit to the power of the human mind. The more concentrated it is, the more power is brought to bear on one point. The universe is ready to reveal its secrets. What is the ultimate secret of the universe? God. Okay? Ultimate secret of the universe is God. God is hiding behind this universe. To know Him, to discover Him, you have to do spiritual sadhana. Okay, that's a very big goal for human beings. But even to achieve success in our mundane life, okay, in our professional life, we need to have concentration of mind. To acquire any kind of skill, any knowledge, the first thing that we require is a focused mind, one-pointed mind. Okay, Swamiji is saying a concentrated mind is a powerful mind that actually acts as a searchlight, okay, which can see everything of this universe, every secret of this universe. If you just look at human history, all the great inventions have happened only through concentrated minds. If you just see a scientist or a great technocrat who could invent or discover something new, you will find invariably that individual has got a high degree of concentration of mind. తదేక దృష్టి ఒక దాని మీద పెడితే ఒక్కొక్కసారి సైంటిస్ట్ 30-40 సంవత్సరాలు దాని మీద తపస్సు చేస్తారు. ఇంకేముండదు వాళ్ళ మైండ్లో. డే అండ్ నైట్ దే థింక్ అబౌట్ దట్, దే ఫోకస్ ఆన్ ఇట్, అండ్ దెన్ సడన్లీ సంథింగ్ ఫ్లాషెస్ ఇన్ their మైండ్. Ideas strike in their minds and they become creative. So even in ordinary life and mundane life also. But the highest degree of concentration, when you get it, you will know the secret of the universe itself, namely, ultimate secret of the universe, namely God. So as students, it is very important that you focus on training your mind first. Unfortunately, what is happening in our schools and colleges, everybody wants to become a great performer, great achiever in life, but no focus on the mind, how focused my mind is. The desire is there, the ambition is there to achieve great things in life. But what is the nature of your mind? అది మర్చిపోయినాం. We have completely forgotten that to achieve any great success in life, the first thing that we need to have is a trained mind, a focused mind. And how to achieve focus, how to help myself, how to concentrate my mind, nothing has been thought. That's the problem. You just see Swamiji's picture there. What do you think he was doing there, sitting in that posture? Vivekananda, trying to concentrate his mind. He had achieved the highest degree of concentration. For years he practiced that kind of posture, meditation. And then he could achieve that degree of concentration. With that, he could found the ultimate secret of the universe. That's why he became a Mahajnani. The greatest genius that the last millennium has seen. Anta genius Vivekananda Swamiji. You know, when he appeared at Chicago Parliament of Religions, he had a brief conversation with the Harvard University Greek professor, Professor Wright. And you know, Swamiji went there to participate in the Chicago Parliament of Religions. He had no credentials. So then he expressed his problem to that Professor Wright. You know what the Professor Wright said? Swamiji, asking you for credentials is like asking the sun what right he has to shine. మిమ్మల్ని క్రెడెన్షియల్ అడగటం అంటే సూర్యుడికి నీకు ప్రకాశించే హక్కు ఏంటి అని అడగటం అవుతుంది. యు ఆర్ ద వెరీ జ్ఞాన సూర్య, ఓకే, యు ఆర్ ద వెరీ సన్ ఆఫ్ నాలెడ్జ్ అని చెప్పి హీ కంగ్రాచులేటెడ్ వివేకానంద. Because he himself was a professor. Professor Wright could discover the genius of Vivekananda half an hour. That's why they say it's not India which discovered Vivekananda, it was America which discovered Vivekananda. వాడు వివేకానంద కనుక్కొని they have lionized him and then actually echo is felt here. మన దేశంలో అదే మన దౌర్భాగ్యం. మనం మన గ్రేట్ని గుర్తించలేం. బయట వాడు పక్కన వాడు వేరే దేశం వాడు గ్రేట్ అంటే మన తర్వాత అవునా మనం కూడా టప్పలు కొట్టడం మొదలు పెడతాం. So Vivekananda traveled across the length and breadth of the country. He knocked the doors of many kings, many jamindars, many rich people of the day, asking them to start schools and hospitals to serve their motherland. But none of them came forward. But when he went to America and when the Americans lionized him, discovered his genius and heard him in the lectures, right? And then when he came back, then Brahmaratham Bhattar. Such great welcome he had received. Not even a king would receive, not even a head of the state would receive. That kind of overwhelming welcome, actually, response he had got from Indians after he thundered there in the soil of America. You also know the story of Ekalavya, right? Ekalavya evaru nerparu vilu vidya? Who taught him? Dronacharya. Dronacharya really did not teach Ekalavya. Ekalavya had the image of Dronacharya in front of him and learnt archery. Okay? What happened there? It's not a belief, it's not a faith, it's not a mere story. There is science behind it. Every day he would practice his archery, first installing the image of Drona, and then he would make a prostration before the image. సాష్టాంగ నమస్కారం చేసిన తర్వాత గురువుకి రోజు మొదలు పెట్టేవాడు సాధన. Not I am learning, it is Guru who is teaching, it is God who is teaching. Through such complete self-effacement, self-abnegation, obliteration of the ego, he had achieved that degree of concentration. He could even, he could become the greatest archer in the world. He could even surpass Arjuna. In fact, Dronacharya had promised Arjuna that he would make him the greatest archer in the world. But when the Pandavas came on a hunting expedition, when they saw here, their dog was barking, the wild dog was barking, and their own dog was barking, and Ekalavya shot arrows, 7 arrows, just by listening to the sound of the dog without seeing the dog. And then they found here is the greatest archer, and it's not an ordinary thing, ordinary skill. Then they found Ekalavya, then asked him, who taught you archery? Arjuna asked him, he said, Dronacharya thought, he showed the image. And Arjuna goes back and tells Dronacharya, you told me that you would make me the greatest archer in the world, but here is a man who excels me, he surpasses me. Then Dronacharya comes and sees, so, okay, if you have learned your archery skill from me, can you give me Guru Dakshina? You know the rest of the story, right? Dronacharya asked him thumb. So Ekalavya, afterwards he could never practice archery because you need thumb to practice archery. So that is a different story, but how did he learn better than even Arjuna? Dronacharya physically taught him, daily he taught him Guru, but here he had no Guru, only image. What happened there? Complete self-effacement. The biggest detractor, the biggest actually obstacle in achieving concentration of mind is this ego, this aham, nenu. అది కొంచెం పక్కకు పోవాలి. అది పక్కకు తొలగిన వెంటనే భగవంతుడు ప్రవేశిస్తాడు. You will become very instrument in the hands of the divine. Precisely that happened in the case of Ekalavya, where through such self-effacement he could achieve highest degree of concentration because God entered him. God took possession of that form of Ekalavya, and then he practiced archery. That would happen to every one of us. God is very close to us, but what is blocking us from experiencing our divine nature is this little tiny aham, nenu. Adi pakkku povalante Guru Bhakti, surrender. Okay, Islam means surrender. You have to surrender to the divine. Through prayer, through meditation, by repetition of God's name, when you achieve that degree of surrender, you will have the highest concentration. Then acquisition of skill is just a matter of brief time. You will be able to do it in no time. Okay? Thank you this much for today. Have a nice evening.